Okay, we're going to use our knowledge from the previous video and slides to be able to complete this task. So I might have missed a couple, you might notice, but I have tried to identify the proper nouns, verbs, common nouns, pronouns, adverbs, and adjectives in a text that I've written called Mr. Chicken Visits Good Shepherd. Now, this is only part of the text. You'll get the rest tomorrow. What I want you to do is pay attention. So, for example, Mr. Chicken is highlighted in blue or color coded in blue because it is a proper noun and a specific name. The verbs should be highlighted in yellow, like travel, visit, court. Common nouns, just common things, are in green, like chicken, friend, taxi, airport, and so forth. The pronouns are the replacements for nouns, such as his, he, and so forth. Then your adverbs are describing the verb, like quickly, and your adjectives are describing the noun, like adventurous and round. So as I read, I just want you to look at how I've color coded this particular text. So, Mr. Chicken, an adventurous, rounded chicken who wears a tiny black top hat, loved to travel. His Aussie friend Myrna, Mr. Yud, had invited him to visit Good Shepherd. So he quickly studied his maps, grabbed his digital camera, and caught a taxi to the airport. Mr. Chicken had been to Sydney before and was excited to come back. The day before lockdown, Mr. Chicken excitedly flew on a long journey to sunny Sydney Airport. He didn't know much about the lockdown. All he knew was that he had to wear a protective mask. Now you could see that some of the language features I have missed, and you might let me know if you can find any others that I have missed. That day, Mr. Chicken eagerly caught the train to Hoxton Park, where he began to feel hungry after his long trip. He slowly walked through the unusually quiet car park and saw the tempting bakery. Mr. Chicken ordered a delicious steaming hot sausage roll and a refreshing and an icy cold. I'll just read that sentence again. Mr. Chicken ordered a delicious steaming hot sausage roll and an icy cold refreshing drink. He was extremely grumpy because he wasn't allowed to sit down due to the new rules. Before they left, Mr. Chicken thoughtfully remembered to order a strong coffee for Mr. Yud and Mrs. Fry. Okay. This is your task. I want you to find as many as you can of the proper nouns, verbs, common nouns, pronouns, adverbs, and adjectives and color code this next paragraph. All you need to do is double click on a word or click on a word that you believe is meets one of those criterias, and then change the text color, or if you need to highlight. I'll just read it and then I want you to have a go. Not long after, Mr. Chicken cheerfully walked across the road to Good Shepherd, Hoxton Park. By the time he had arrived, Mr. Chicken was exhausted and the coffee had become cold. However, Mr. Chicken was still overwhelmed with joy to be there. He raced across the once again unusually quiet car park, entered the large middle school gates, and greeted Mr. O'Connor at the office. They had a quick COVID-safe chat. Mr. Chicken, still carrying the now cold hot dog, then breathlessly hurried over to Year 3. Mr. Yud came to the door. She explained to Mr. Chicken that the students were at home learning due to the lockdown. Okay, I want you to have a go now. Once you've done that, this is just an optional task. Okay, what I want you to do is have a look at different character traits. What you're going to do is look at describing yourself as a character with your internal and your external traits. This just shows you a couple of different examples. Now I've created an example. So over here, I have described myself with my external features and my internal features. Then I have written a paragraph to describe myself. So my name is Mr. Yud. I am a 34-year-old teacher.